Hey everybody, it's Brickwaffle and we're back on Ark Survival Evolved on the Block Farmers server, and today we've got some new projects to do, and it's going to be a little bit of gathering, a little bit of building, and let's start with a little bit of a spoiler here, which is we've got some large crop plots. So you may have some idea of what's going on here, and let's grab some of these things. Can I grab all these pieces too? Awesome, I've got plenty of weight. And let's grab all the fertilizer that we've got here. How much is that? Is that 8 pieces? Oh, perfect, it's 8. Awesome, so we're going to start with that, and what we want to do is go up onto the roof here. What? Oh, okay. So let's go ahead and open up this box. Box? Well, I have no idea why I said that. Let's open up this hatch. It's not a box. I guess this is kind of a boxy looking base. And then what we want to do is put a large crop plot in each of these areas here. Each of the corners that has a light. So let's see. If I move that, let's just put that on number 3 here. We could do a couple of things. One, we could line it up so it's all nice and square, and we probably will do that, but we could also consider kind of going at an angle with this. I'm not really sure which one's going to look better. Actually, let's not do that. Let's do the K mode, and then zoom out. Excuse me. I think we really do want these in the corners, but I think we also want to line them up so that they're nice and square with everything else. So let's do that. And how does this look? Oops, can we... Whoa, yeah. Can we do that? Let's see, I can't really tell how close we are. We're going to have to bring this way down, like almost at our feet. That's much better. Okay, so let's see. We're going to turn a little bit to the left. Are we lined up pretty well? A little bit to the right. That's looking pretty good. And I think what we're going to try to do is center it on the, well, I think we're a little bit off now. We're going to try to center this on the cross-section between 4 of these ceilings, so it gives us the same place to line up each time. Somewhere about like that. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to do this on the other 3 at some point, but let's go ahead and do one of these all the way up. So the next thing we want to do is get in some intake valves. Valves? Man, I'm having a hard time with words today. Intake pipes. And we want to make sure that we can get these some water. It's going to be a little bit tricky, and I definitely don't want to throw myself off there and hit the spikes. All right, close that up behind us. And let's come around. Okay, so right up there is where we need all this water to go. Are there any mega piranha down here? Coelacanths? I don't see any. This is going to be a little bit tricky. Not the grappling hook. Although we could have done that, actually, now that I think about it. Getting one of these placed now with these spikes in the way is going to be a little tough. I think we're going to have to end up coming underneath the house. Can I get in under here? Oh, perfect. Oh, not so perfect. Good lord. Is there any way for me to sneak in here? And no, I don't think there is. Alright, so I might have to break something from the inside and go through the floor. I did too good of a job here placing all these spiked walls. Can I get... No, I can't really sneak in this way without hurting myself either. Well, I can, I guess. That's interesting. Alright, problem solving with Brickwaffle. So our crop plot is right about here, right above us. You can almost, yeah, you can't really see it. But I think what we want to do is kind of bring the water up right at the corner. So let's see, if I take that foundation out, though, I think a lot of these things are going to break. Let's try this one and hope it doesn't destroy everything. Okay, good. So now we can come down here and we can put in our irrigation system. Now, I don't know if this is going to reach the water. If I drop it right here, will it reach the water? Because we need to be able to bring it kind of straight up after that. Ooh, it did. Awesome, awesome. So that's hitting the water, and now we need to go up several pipes. So let's get our vertical ones. And let's go up 1, 2, and I think we're going to have to go up 1 more, like that. And let's go check top side. How do I get out of here? I might have to break one of these things so I can get in and out. Can I climb under this? Not that. Oh, good. I really didn't have to break that other floor anyway. But that's good. That means I can sneak and crawl in my crawl space there. No, I don't want to go outside, though. Alright, let's come back in this way. And let's climb up this thing. Open the hatch. Or not. Can we open the hatch? Yeah. Climb up the ladder. Close the hatch, maybe? There we go. And that's looking perfect. That's looking really, really good. So I think if I put a tap on this, then I should get this to be irrigated. Irrigated. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to throw a couple fertilizer in here for now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these set up in the other the other three corners, rather, so that all of them have, you know, we've got our lights, we've got our tap, and we're going to have our crop plot irrigated with some fertilizer in it, and then I will be right back. Alright, so maybe not the greatest placement of the pipes here. We might have to move the beds in a little while, but for now they work, and that's fine. Now let's go ahead and open up this hatch, and we're going to go up here again and see about putting on the taps for everything. So that one, actually, I wouldn't have to have them all kind of way above if I just do this. Let's see. I bet if I put a tap right here, it's going to work. Irrigated, yep. So they might not all have to stick up the same amount because they're all coming up different amounts from the ground. I don't think I can put one down that far. Ooh, that's not great. It does count as irrigated. I think we're going to leave it alone. I don't think that's actually going to affect the light, believe it or not. It looks a little weird, but I don't think it's going to affect the light. And trying to get this to line up with the ground and then happen to be all at the same height when some of this is underwater and some of it's not, it's just not worth it. Okay, so that should change to irrigated. Awesome. Let's drop 2 fertilizer in each of these. Put our tools back on, and then the next thing we have to do is actually get the seeds for this. We need to go to the swamp and get some plant species X seeds so that we can start growing these things. So 2 fertilizer, and let's do 2 fertilizer over here. And this one, not fertilized, good. Having a hard time remembering which one I was at. Let's close that. No, I said close that. Okay, good job. And we're going to pop down in here and put this stuff back in our farming chest. Okay, we got way more irrigation than we need, but that's cool. Having this on a base makes it really easy. Oh, hey, eggs and poop. Let's get all this stuff. Anybody else got eggs? Hey, Poopsie. Oh, yeah, you got all sorts of fertilizer there, buddy. Let's see, anybody else? Yep, we got another Pteranodon egg. Oop, no. Nope. We are going to level you up, though. Let's put a little weight on you and then a little speed. Okay. There's that. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to keep gathering up eggs. I know you guys see me do this all the time. And then I will meet you guys in the swamp. Be right back. Alright, and we are back at the swamp. We had a little bit of a fight with a level 80 Sarco on the way over here. And hopefully we won't do that again, because he kind of messed us up pretty good. There's a Carno over there we need to avoid. And some Dillos, but I think what we can do, I'm not sure, yeah, we should be able to harvest all these plants. And I think we're going to get plant species X seeds this way. So I will let you guys... Oh, there's one. Awesome. Okay, so we can definitely do this. It shouldn't take terribly long. We really only need 4 of them. But if we can get more than that, awesome. Let's see. I just don't need almost any of these things. Let's grab that out of our inventory, out of her inventory. And we're going to remote use and eat a bunch of these berries. And I'm going to keep doing this, and we'll be back when we've got... let's aim for 8 seeds, and that way we can set this up somewhere else, maybe by the big dino pen at some point in the future as well. Okay, that's kind of tedious with all this clicking, I know. Yep. Okay. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to drop a bunch of this stuff, and let's just... Don't care. Alright. There's a dead snake. Great. There's just stuff everywhere to harvest. That's awesome. Another 4 plant species X seeds right there. Okay, well maybe I was gonna go away and come back, but 4 right off the bat there. 2 more, that's 7 total. Okay, this isn't gonna take long at all. I love having a dino that can harvest stuff. There we go, and that should be 8 total. So, oops, let's grab her inventory. There we go, 8 total. We got like a bunch of those, and we don't care about any of the rest of that stuff. We're going to take a couple stacks just to feed her when we get back. And drop the rest of these. Yep. Transfer, 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 transfer. Perfect. Okay, well that was it. That really didn't take as long as I thought it might. So now we just have to head back up to the base and we can get these things planted. I'll meet you guys over there. Alright, so we're back and I grabbed more fertilizer. I had some in the boxes. Got Poopsie all cleared out again. That sounds kind of wrong. But now let's put 1 plant species X seed and 1, 2, 3, 4 of those in there. And seedling. Perfect. So we're going to go and plant the rest of these things. You know, I'd like to figure out a good way to get them all kind of at that level, but I'm a little worried that if I replace these taps lower down, they wouldn't be irrigated. We do have enough to try that. Oh, wow, that one bounced right up the seedling. That's weird. Yeah, so like I said, I might try breaking these and placing them all a little bit lower. Because there seems to be a pretty good AoE, I wonder if it was underneath, if it would still work. I think it might. Did you get seeded? Okay, it's just weird that one of them jumped right to seedling. I guess it is random. So I'll play around with that in between episodes probably. I'm not going to do that on camera, I don't think. And now we got 4 more, so if we wanted to place some turrets around out there, we could as well. Although that does have some neutral dinos that are taking care of business over there. But yeah, in about a week, it will do... I think these all turn into actual turrets, and then all we have to do is keep them good to go. Keep them... Is it watered or fertilized? I can never remember. But anyway, we'll keep track of them. They have infinite water now because they're right there on a permanent base, and we have more or less infinite poop. I mean, if we look at this, we already, again, so much fertilizer. With all these dinos here pooping all the time, it's really, really easy to get fertilizer now. I'm loving it. And, yep, here's some more. No, not your inventory. Get the poop, please, and then this egg. If I can get... Can I get this egg? There it goes. It is kind of hard to get under the dillos and get the eggs and poop and everything, but, I mean, yeah. It's just, every time I come back here, throw more poop on Poopsie. And I don't ever have to worry about fertilizer again. Alright, cool. So that's going to be the end of that project, and all we have to do is just wait. So at some point in an upcoming episode, we will fix all that. Now I did come in here and I brought some cables over, and I brought this one up next to the fridge, and now the cable's not running through the middle of the room, but we do have a cable kind of right here in front of the refrigerator. I really wish you had a little bit finer control over where these things ran. Like if you could snap them to the edge of a building and then make ones that were not quite the same length. So, you know, if you had a short cable that run to the wall and that would be fine, and then snap along the walls. But it's out of the way for the most part. It works, and it doesn't interfere with our fridge, so we can still come in here, drop our egg in here, keep all of our fertilizer, and we're good to go on that. Alright, so I'm going to put some things away, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so you might be able to tell that some time has passed since the last clip. The items in my hotbar are a little different, and Sakala's down here wearing metal armor and a Rex skin helmet. And yeah, some things have happened. I'm going to get to that in just a minute. Let me grab some meat out of here. That's going to work for now. Nope, I said that's going to work for now. And I clearly forgot to put that away last time. So I tried to get Steve's help, Steve, also known as Nibaw, with getting a quetzal. And it ended up as a huge disaster. I died repeatedly. He managed to not die, but we also lost one of our RGs. Now, we have since replaced our male RG with a new female RG, and she's 175. That's really, really good. But it has been a little while trying to gather all this stuff back. Thankfully, RGs are not that difficult to tame if you can separate them from everything else. The downside is we can't breed them anymore, so we're going to get another male RG at some point so we can keep breeding. But yeah, it did not go well. I had originally tried to record some of it. I had some recording challenges. We had a lot of challenges with actually getting the quetzal down. I found out, and this is just a good PSA out there, quetzals can land on top of trees if you down them in the trees, and then once you chop the trees down, they stay floating in midair without anything underneath them. That makes it really hard to try to get them and feed them. By the time we found that, we had cleared a good chunk of the forest where we thought it went down, and he woke up right as I was going to try to jump on him and feed him some narco. So we took him down again, and then he landed, and where he landed, I guess 2 alpha raptors either spawned or were already there. They killed me, they killed the bird, they killed the quetzal. It was just a huge disaster. So we're going to try that again, and I'm going to get some more of that on camera, I think, this time. But I will bring you guys back here in just a second. Alright, so we are back, and under cover of darkness we are hunting a quetzal. And there she is right there through those trees. A level 21 female quetzal I think is going to be just fine. So Steve has graciously volunteered to help fly me up here. Once we get one of these things, it's going to go a long way to helping us get other ones in the future. So we'll have to eventually get the platform saddle and all that stuff. And that's going to be really good for us. So let's put a trank dart in her butt. Nice. Right off the bat. I would love to down her out here in the clear. That would be really fantastic. That's going to be a little challenging. But I will settle for anywhere that we can get her tamed. Alright. Yeah, actually this beach is looking pretty good. There is an alpha carno somewhere down in those woods. I'm not super thrilled about that, but it seems like she's flying away from those woods anyhow. She's fast, that's for sure. We're going to try to be conservative with our darts here. Even if it means a little bit of torpor wears off in between, that's probably okay. There we go, that definitely hit. 3 for 3. And let's see if we can do that one. I don't know if that hit or not. It's hard to tell once they're already running away. And I don't know how many of these it's going to take. I'm hoping maybe 30 or so. Ooh, wow, we are getting... The frames are real tonight. There's one right in the top of her back. Headshots are pretty tricky, and I also have to be careful not to hit the wings of Halo here. There she goes. She's down. That's not a bad location. Okay. I can deal with that. Let me get the regular gun out so that I can't really see, but when we land, we're going to make sure we kill anything that's nearby. Perfect. There she goes. Oh, what's attacking me? Compies. Okay, that's fine. I can kill compies. Should be able to kill compies. Oh, I'm stabbing the quetzal now. Darn it. Get away from them. Oh, the compies are attacking a turtle. Okay, let's let that happen. Does not look like they're hitting the quetzal. That's a good sign. I'm gonna let the turtle deal with those compies now. Okay. Let's get a little food on her.
I'll just pick them up when I can, because I can't pick up the quetzal.
Okay, and there's that. Get some torpor on her. Oh. Oh, they killed the turtle. Damn. Whoop, you grabbed me. Okay, that one compy... Oh, he's lagging all over the place. I think he's just curious about me now. That's unfortunate for you, buddy. Not taking any chances, so he is now dead too. Alright, so let's see. We've got a little bit of kibble, 2 kibble, and we've got some cooked prime, and that should work out pretty well for us. So, assuming that things don't go poorly, I'm going to fly this quetz home today. So that's awesome. Okay, I will be back with you guys in a little bit when she is all tamed up. Alright, so she is almost tamed up. We should only have a couple more bites of the prime meat here, I think, maybe 1 or 2 more. We built a couple of fires, and because what we're doing is now just cooking up some charcoal, and I got a little thatch foundation over here, made of mortar and pestle, all this kind of stuff harvested on site. You can see there used to be more trees around here and rocks, and I figured I'd make, get that and make some spark powder, and then combine that with some stone and make some gunpowder, or not stone, with charcoal, make some gunpowder. And that's just to get a little XP while we're out here. We're doing pretty well. We need about, 3,200 left to level up to 72, and I think we're also going to do some cache hunting at some point, probably in between episodes. If I do anything really exciting like a cave exploration, we will definitely record that. Did she just eat again? No, not quite. Almost there. I think any second now she's going to eat, and then we're going to get her all leveled up. But I hope so, because we are now out of narcotics. We do have plenty of regular meat, but she's just been going through the cooked prime nice and slow. And yeah, I think it's going to be, 60 or 80, I can't remember, food before she eats prime. But pretty soon. Probably in the next 20 to 30 seconds she'll eat that, and I think that's going to tame her. And then we do have a quetz saddle. So we got that right there. As soon as we tame her up, we can mount that up, fly out of here. And I guess I'm just going to play around with the grappling hook for a few minutes. So I'm going to shoot Steve with the grappling hook. Oh, it doesn't work. I thought it did, though. Let's try that. Oh, she ate. What is it? Oh, you've got like 99.999%. That's ridiculous. All right, so another 30 or 40 seconds, and then we'll get her tamed up. Where'd you go? Oh, whoa, sun, so bright. What? I can't hit your bird. That's so weird. These things are not cheap enough that I want to do this too many more times. Yeah, it's just not hitting you. I think that might be because it's a PvE server, and I can't hit you with a weapon. That's quite strange.
That's disappointing.
Yeah. But they are fun, and I should show Steve the trick that we talked about on camera the other day. So here's something interesting. When we go caving, let's see if I can show you what I'm talking about here. If I go up to the top of this rock, whoop, maybe I can get up to the top of this rock. Maybe I can't. Okay, let's come up over here from the top side of it. Got it. Okay. So pretend we're in a cave, and there's an artifact down beneath us. We can hit the rock with a grappling hook and go over the side. Maybe we can.
You have to let some cable out.
Oh, I got stuck. Drop down to the bottom. Do all of our mining down here where we've got our cable attached. So we hit this thing, do our mining, do whatever we want to do. Switch back, and then we can reel ourselves back in. All the way up to the top again. And get back out of there.
That's awesome.
So that's going to be really, really handy. So I think that's going to be a really awesome thing for caving.
It's a safety one.
Yeah. As long as you attach it to an anchored surface, and as long as you don't fire another weapon...
And as long as there's a bunch of bats don't come through.
Yeah, I mean, you can still get killed, but... Oh, hey, perfect timing. She's up. And I do not have a good name for her. I had all that time, and I didn't think of one. We're going to call her Freebird. There we go, Freebird. Good job. You're level 25. It's a terrible taming effectiveness, but I do not care. So before we actually head out of here, we're going to do a couple of things. One, we're going to set her on passive. And then we're also going to clean up the environment here because we want other people to be able to burn stuff or make things. Give me your wood and charcoal. Demolish. All right. Give me all that and demolish that too. I'm kind of overburdened, but that's okay because we got a quetzal. Let's take a look at her stats. So she's got 2,700 stealth, 975 stamina, not too bad. Only 195 oxygen, which is good. Sometimes you get them ones with like really high oxygen, but they can't go underwater. 820 weight is actually really good for a level 25. 134 melee damage and 136 movement speed. I'm pretty happy with that. Cool, so I think what we're going to do then is fly her back and see if Swoops is still around. And let's see where orient myself. There's the red one. So when we came out here to start with, yeah, 135. That's not bad movement speed if I'm sprinting. We went over by the lake and we dropped Swoops off on a big rock over there, and I would bet dollars to donuts that Alpha Carno came over and ate him, but I could be wrong. Maybe I'll be wrong. Not too worried about that though. Really don't need the Pteranodons that much when you got a Quetzal. So the next big thing is there's two things. One, we got to definitely help Steve out with this. So we're going to get a few things, probably in between episodes, we might help with some dino grabbing and whatnot. But if we can get to a platform relatively soonish, then we will make a platform and try to do the Quetzal catch trap. And if we can't get that in a kind of reasonable time, then we will just do the same thing for him that he did for us, which is grab him, fly him around, and let him shoot some Quetzals until they go down. And maybe we can even get a couple more Rex eggs, because those kibbles make a big difference. Alright, so we left Swoops over here. I want to say it was on this ridge, and there was a rock. There he is, wow. I am happy to be wrong about that. Do we get it? Follow me? There we go, awesome. Cool. Well, let's land here for a second, get our stamina back. Maybe? There we go. All right, Steve. Well, thank you very, very much for the help. We finally have a Quetzal. That's going to be a huge win for us, and we will definitely pay you back.
No problem, man.
All right, I'm going to fly back to base, and I'm going to meet people over there. All right, and there she is, safely in our big pen with the Rexes and everything else out there. That's going to do it today. Hopefully you guys did like this video. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button. If you really enjoyed it, then please subscribe. And as always, I've been Brickwaffle. Thank you for watching.